Hello, my name is Brittany Pruitt and I am here today with Jessica Shaw to speak about her artwork. So Jessica, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
Fantastic. You've done a lot of artwork based around nature, and I was just wondering where you collected all the materials to do all your art.
I generally collect it from the local area. Like we go on trips and stuff, like different places, beaches, woods, anywhere really.
What would you constitute a successful piece of artwork?
Um, Anything that gets the kind of reaction that I want from people. And when I start something, I kind of have a picture of it in my head, how I want it to look when it's finished. So I kind of aim for that and something in between.
That's fantastic. With you saying that you want to get a reaction and emotion, what sort of emotion or reaction are you aiming to achieve?
I kind of like to make like quite tactile things. I like people to like want to touch them and pick them up and look at them. So if people do that, then I feel like it's good.
That's really rare. Usually artists are like, don't touch my work.
I'm the worst for touching stuff. I'm like, oh, I want to touch everything. So I'm like, yeah, touch. Oh,
That's wonderful. Who would your audience be for your particular type of art?
anyone that wants to look, really. Anyone, everyone.
Well, you like other artists. Which artists inspire your work the most?
I think my all-time favourite's Robin Gordon, and she's from South Africa, and like her work is kind of like she goes on walks, and it's like an accumulation of all this stuff she collects. Because I'm a bit of a magpie and a scavenger, and I like just like pick stuff up all the time, and whatever I can use, I just collect. And she does the same. So, yeah.
That's absolutely lovely. You previously stated that you are interested in India Flynn as well. What particular parts of her work do you enjoy?
Oh, I love the fact that her work is only from natural materials. Like she collects plant materials and she grows stuff, and then she uses only that. And she made eco prints, which is
What are eco prints then?
so when you get like plant material, flowers, anything that will give out a dye, wrap it up in fabric and then like steam it, or you can like leave it outside, bury it. Like different materials get like different results in prints. I'm kind of doing that at the moment.
I noticed that you use coffee and other sorts of textures within your work. Why? Why?
I don't know. I think it gives like a more earthy kind of feel, and like I feel like if it smells, you can get a smell and like different senses, and it's just more interesting, you know.
So you're quite an interactive artist then. You like people to engage with your work and be able to pick up the senses from your work then?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Brilliant. What emotions do you think people would feel whilst looking at your art? I mean, looking now, we have this fantastic mosaic out of natural materials that you've collected. What sort of emotions do you think give off from this?
I think it comes from being younger. We used to go on walks a lot when I was younger, and like I used to get like really excited if I could find something and like wonder what I could use it for, or like the touch and the smell, and I want to get other people to feel like that kind of childhood excitement, and yeah, that kind of thing.
That's lovely. What achievements would you like to achieve from your artwork? What is your ultimate goal in your artistic career?
I would like to be like an art lecturer and have like a kind of studio kind of thing on the side to make my own stuff and hopefully sell it. That's like my goal. So
Now, here comes a tough question. When it comes to art, if the worst case scenario were to happen and you couldn't do it anymore, is there anything else you'd enjoy, or is it just art?
I quite like things like anthropology and archaeology, and that interests me a lot as well. So if I didn't go into art, I'd probably like go into that kind of degree area.
Another sort of magpie collecting. Do you think that your work reflects your surroundings as a child? You said earlier you are like a magpie and you enjoy collecting things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What plans do you have for the future? Do you have any big shows coming up, or is there?
I've just done a placement down at the gallery down on the Hoe for like a little exhibition there, and we have one coming up in May, which is like the whole of the year.
It's lovely. What would your dream artist collaboration be?
Oh, it'd probably have to be Robin Gordon. Yeah.
Have you ever been to Africa to sort of experience the things that she has? Or
Yeah, I travelled there for a summer and went like different countries there, and yeah, I just loved it there.
did you collect anything and make any art whilst you were there?
Yeah, I've still got all the stuff in boxes. I just collect them.
When you're walking along the beach or walking along the African plain, what sort of materials catch your eye? What sort of things make you think, wow, that would be a fantastic thing to use in my art?
There's just like random things that lying around. Like one of them was like a fishing bait thing, but someone had drilled through a piece of wood and like they used, but it's just like left on the beach. But it was like such a nice shape, and I collected that. And there's like used bullet shells and like rose quartz in the ground, and just different plants and animal bones, everything.
What would you say your favourite piece of art that you've done to date would be?
That's a hard one. I don't know. I really enjoyed doing that one, but I like the finished look of a tapestry I did like in my foundation course, which was like kind of like a story of my thing in Africa. Like each patch represented like a different experience there, and I liked that one best, I think.
Now I've got to ask you, this fantastic, mosaic here, is it a representation of yourself?
No.
Does look very similar to you.
Everyone says this. Even my tutor asked me this, and my mum was like, "Oh, is it you?" And I'm like, "No, it's not me. It's just,
Do you think that perhaps as an artist you tend to try to reflect yourself in your work, so subconsciously you could be creating little parts of you?
Whenever you like draw someone, when you draw someone's body, you're gonna end up drawing your own because you know what yours looks like. So, kind of, I guess so in a way.
When it came to you discovering different materials to use for your artwork, what sort of sparked it off? Did you just one day spill coffee on a piece of paper and said, hey, I like this effect? Or did you go through a lot of research and say, I want to make my paints gritty, I want to make things different? What sort of sparked it off?
What I've always been drawn to. Like, I remember when I was 5, I collect like bits of stone and feathers and make bookmarks with my mum with them, and it's just, I've always done it really, but more in my foundation course I really started doing it, because it was like, it took me about an hour to get to college each day, and you'd end up walking through like different ways, and I just collect stuff on the way and use it when I get to college.
Well, it has been fantastic talking to you today. Look forward to seeing you again.
Thanks.
Thank you. Goodbye.